Hello, my name is Joshua Amaya, and today I'm going to run you through the Bulls and Cows Project 2 code. So I'm going to press Generate Data to create new data. Okay, and now if we go through the terminal, copy and paste this over. I have my analysis right here. And it created the report. So you can see the title, Bulls and Cow Statistics. It has the very detailed analysis I wrote right here. And then it shows the play count versus win rate, number of plays on the x-axis and win rate on the y-axis, scatter plot. On the next page we have the win rate by difficulty, showing the bar graph with the green, yellow, and red columns. And so next, to do the player A report, you can see that it does not work. So it says no data on player A has been collected. I tried figuring this out. I do not know. You can see that I'll run you through my code. So try to create report. Error, no data has been collected yet. That's the expected error message, but this is for the one without the name specified. So this is the one for name specification. So try to create the report. If there has been no data collected, unable to generate, or for the key error, no data on player A has been collected yet, unable to generate a report. You can see in my stats file, it reads the file path that is where the data is, database.csv. It has the headers for the CSV file, ensures that the file exists. So it starts by running it makes sure that the file exists, and then creates the contents. It reads the output from play game, which is included in this function, asks if they want to play again, and then I use the concatenate function to continue to add data into the file. So this is if there is no file path, then it raises the runtime error. My get average guesses function, it filters through, saying that if the username is not none, so if the username exists, then it will sort by username, same for difficulty and win, and then it returns the average guesses. For the get number of plays, it does the same thing where it reads, they use the data frame to read is data, sorts through, and then returns the length, which is the number of plays. For the get number of wins function, also sorts through and then returns the length, but this uses the data frame equals the number of times that won equals true, so that length would be how many times they won. And then get all players function uses it reads the data set and then returns only the unique usernames. For the plots, we make sure that the directory exists. Then we make sure that the username is there. If not, it will raise an error. We have the file path for the scatter and bar plot, which are shown right here on the side. For the plot play versus win rate, we have the lists that the data will go into. We get all the players by using the get all players function. Calculating the win rate is just the number of wins divided by the number of plays, and then we append that to the number of plays. This is what is supposed to be shown in the player A dataset, where if player equals username, then the color used will be green, which is this section. So this player had a username, so their dot was green, but if they don't, then the color is blue, as seen in the rest of them. We create the plot. We save it to scatterplot, which is the file directory again. And then for the bar plot, we do the same thing, where if the player doesn't exist, we raise an error. We have the difficulties, and for each one of these difficulties, we run it through the for loop, in which we can calculate the win rate and then append that to the list. And for the report, you see we import the proper libraries, we make the directory, and we replace the username with replacing spaces by underscores, and then that is the title of the report, which will be this file path, which should be right in here if it worked. And the bar that we make, if the username exists, then we save it to the new username with the underscore. If not, then the username is just saved into the other bar section. And then we create the document with the title. The analysis uses body text. Import the images and then build the document. And once again, this is the document. And that's it.